Most students get this completely wrong. They think Canada student visa processing takes a fixed number of days. It doesn't. And the biggest mistake? Applying late and assuming everything will work out on time. Here's the truth no one tells you. Your visa approval timeline depends more on your preparation than the official processing time. In this video, I'm going to break down the real Canada student visa processing time for 2026, what affects it, how long it actually takes for students from countries like India, and most importantly, how you can avoid delays. By the end, you'll know exactly when to apply, what to expect, and how to speed up your chances of approval. Let's get straight into it. First, let's answer the main question. How long does a Canada student visa take in 2026? On average, processing time ranges between 4 to 12 weeks. But here's the problem. That's just an estimate. Some students get approval in 2 weeks. Others wait 3 months or more. So why such a big difference? This is where things get interesting. Processing time depends on several factors. Your country of application, your document quality, the time of year, and whether your application is complete. Let's break this down step by step. First factor. Your country. If you're applying from India, which is one of the largest sources of international students, processing times can vary depending on demand. During peak seasons like May to August, applications increase sharply. And this is where most people fail. They apply late, during peak season, and expect fast results. That rarely happens. Now here's a smarter approach. Apply at least 3 to 4 months before your course starts. This gives you enough buffer time in case of delays. Now let's talk about something very important. SDS and non-SDS applications. If you're from India, you may have heard of SES, which stands for Student Direct Stream. This is a faster processing pathway. Under SADSDs, many applications are processed within 20 calendar days. But here's the catch. You must meet specific requirements. You need a higher yield score, usually at least 6 in each band. You need to pay your first-year tuition fees in advance. And you need to purchase a Guaranteed Investment Certificate, also known as GITI. Now here's where most people get confused. They assume STDs guarantees approval. It doesn't. It only speeds up processing if your application is strong. Now, let's talk about non-SDs. This is the regular application process. It takes longer, sometimes up to 8 to 12 weeks or more. But here's the interesting part. Some students still choose non-SEDs because their YELT score is lower, or they cannot meet SDE's financial requirements. So both pathways are valid. But SDEs is usually faster if you qualify. Now, here's the next factor. Biometrics. After submitting your application, you'll be asked to give biometrics. This includes fingerprints and a photo. And here's where delays often happen. If you don't book your biometrics appointment quickly, your processing won't even start. So here's a simple tip. Book your biometrics as soon as you receive the instruction letter. Now let's talk about document quality. This is one of the biggest factors affecting your processing time. If your documents are clear, complete, and well organized, your application moves faster. But here's the problem. Many students submit incomplete or inconsistent documents. For example, mismatched financial details, unclear statements, or missing explanation letters. This leads to delays or even rejection. Now here's where it gets interesting. Visa officers don't just check documents. They assess your intent. They want to know if you are a genuine student. This is called the genuine temporary entrant concept. Even though the term is more commonly used in other countries, the idea still applies. Your statement of purpose plays a huge role here. If your SOP is clear, logical, and aligned with your course, your application becomes stronger. Now let's talk about medical exams. In many cases, you need to complete a medical test. If you do this upfront, it can actually save time. This is called an upfront medical exam. But here's the catch. If you wait for the embassy to request it, your processing time may increase. So doing it early is usually better. Now let's address a very common question. Why do some visas take longer than others? Here's the simple answer. Additional checks. Sometimes, your application may go through background verification. This could include academic checks, financial checks, or even security screening. And this can add weeks to your timeline. But here's the important part. This is normal. It doesn't mean your visa will be rejected. It just means your case needs more review. Now let's talk about peak versus off-peak timing. This is something most students ignore. If you apply during peak months, your application joins a large queue. But if you apply early, during off-peak months, processing is usually faster. So timing your application strategically can make a big difference. Now here's where it gets interesting again. Online versus paper applications. In 2026, most applications are submitted online. And online applications are generally processed faster. They are easier to track and manage. So always prefer online unless you have a specific reason not to. Now let's talk about tracking your application. After submission, you can track your status through your online account. But here's the problem. Many students keep checking every day and get anxious. Processing takes time. So instead of worrying, focus on preparing for your travel. Now here's something practical. Let's look at a realistic timeline. Week 1. You submit your application and pay the fees. Week 2. You complete biometrics. Week 3 to 6. Your application is under review. Week 4 to 8. Decision is made in most cases. But again, this is an average. Some cases may take longer. Now let's talk about approval rates. A fast decision doesn't always mean approval. And a slow decision doesn't always mean rejection. So don't try to guess your outcome based on timing alone. Now here's a critical mistake. Submitting your application without proper financial proof. Canada requires you to show that you can support yourself. This includes tuition fees and living expenses. If your financial documents are weak, your application may be delayed or rejected. Now here's a smart move. Organize your finances clearly. Show consistent bank statements. Include supporting documents like income proof or sponsorship letters. Now let's talk about refusals. If your visa is refused, you'll receive a reason. And here's where most people fail. They reapply without fixing the issue. Instead, you need to address the exact reason for refusal. For example, if your SOP was weak, rewrite it properly. If financial proof was insufficient, strengthen it. Now here's something important. Reapplication can also take time. So it's better to get it right the first time. Now let's talk about consultants. Some students use agents to apply. This can help, but only if the agent is reliable. Because at the end of the day, it's your application. You are responsible for the information submitted. Now here's where it gets interesting. Faster doesn't always mean better. Some students rush their application to apply early. But they make mistakes. And those mistakes cause delays or rejection. So balance speed with accuracy. Now let's talk about one more important detail. Letter of introduction. If your visa is approved, you'll receive a letter. This is not your actual study permit. You'll receive the permit when you arrive in Canada. So don't get confused. Now let's bring everything together. Canada student visa processing time in 2026 usually ranges from 4 to 12 weeks. SDS applications are faster, often within 20 days. Non-SDs takes longer. Your timeline depends on your preparation, timing, and document quality. If you want faster processing, apply early. Choose SDs if eligible. Complete biometrics quickly. Submit strong and complete documents. And avoid last-minute mistakes. Now here's the final insight. The students who get their visas on time are not lucky. They are prepared. They start early. They understand the process. And they avoid common mistakes. So don't leave your future to chance. Take control of your timeline. Plan ahead. And execute carefully. If you found this helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe for more step-by-step guides, and comment below if you want a full checklist or timeline for your Canada study visa. Because the more prepared you are now, the smoother your journey will be. And that's exactly what you want. I'll see you in the next video.